Imagine this. You just got home after a car wreck in Tennessee. Your car's banged up, your hands are still shaking a little, but you're standing in your kitchen telling yourself the same thing most people tell themselves. I'm fine, no blood, no broken bones, you can walk, you're sore, but you can move. So you do what a lot of good, hardworking Tennessean people do. You push through, you skip the doctor, you figure you'll sleep it off. Then, tomorrow morning, you wake up, your neck feels like it's glued in place. Your back is screaming, you get dizzy when you stand up, and your head just doesn't feel right. And right when you're realizing this might be serious, the insurance company starts building a case against you. Not on the crash, on your delay. Because in Tennessee, seeing a doctor after a car accident is not just about your health, it's also about protecting your legal rights and the value of your claim. I'm John Griffith, and in this video, I'm going to show you why medical care matters more than you think, when you should go, what injuries hide, and what to say to the doctor, and how Tennessee law makes timing even more important. Number one, the golden hour problem. Injuries hide, but the clock does not. Let's get straight to the point. The sooner you get evaluated after a crash, the better it is for your body and for your case. Here's why. After a wreck, your body floods with adrenaline. That can mask your pain and symptoms. People walk away from crashes feeling okay or shaken up and then pay for it later. But insurance companies do not treat later kindly. If you wait, they argue three things. Number one, you're not really hurt. Or two, if you were hurt, you're not hurt that bad. Or three, you were hurt, but it happened somewhere else, not because of the crash. And the longer you wait, the easier it is for them to sell that story. So here's a simple rule that protects you. If you have any of these after a crash, go get help immediately. If you've hit your head, if you feel dizzy, confused, nauseated, or just not yourself, or you have significant neck or back pain, if you have numbness or tingling, if you have chest pain or trouble breathing, if you have visible swelling, bruising, or limited range of motion, if it feels serious, treat it like it is serious. Go to the emergency room now. If it feels mild but noticeable, go to the urgent care of your doctor within 24 hours. That is just a smart move. Because your first medical record is not just a diagnosis, it's the start of your timeline. Number two, the hidden injury trap. Feeling fine is not a medical diagnosis. Some of the most common crash injuries are not dramatic, or they at least don't start out that way. They are sneaky. Whiplash, concussions, soft tissue injuries, shoulder injuries, disc problems, even internal injuries in the right type of impact. And here's what makes them dangerous. They can take hours or days, or sometimes a week or more to show up. Let's walk through a common Tennessee scenario. You get rear-ended at a red light in Nashville. The impact is not huge, so you decline EMS. You go home. 2 days later, your neck pain spikes and you can't rotate your head without pain. If you'd gone the same day, your record would show that the pain started right after the crash. If you waited 2 days, the adjuster will ask, well, what happened in those 2 days? Did you lift something at home and hurt your neck? Did you work out? Did you sleep wrong? Did you tweak it at work? That argument is not fair, but it is predictable. And predictable is beatable if you do the smart thing early. And here's the truth. You do not need to feel terrified to justify getting checked out. You just need to be responsible with your body and your paper trail. Tennessee's comparative fault. They don't need to beat you. They just need to blame you. Now let's talk about the legal side in Tennessee, because this is where people get blindsided. Tennessee uses a modified comparative fault system that came from the Tennessee Supreme Court's decision in a case called McIntyre v. Ballantyne. Under this approach, you can recover damages only if your fault is less than the defendant's, and then your damages are reduced by your percentage of fault. In plain English, if they can push you to 50% fault or more, you recover nothing. If they push you to 20% at fault, for example, your recovery drops by 20%. So why does this matter for seeing a doctor? Because the defense will often argue you made your injuries worse by delaying your care, or that you were exaggerating because you did not seek treatment. And they will absolutely use that delay to attack your credibility and basically call you a liar without calling you a liar. In Tennessee, the fight is not only about who caused the crash, it's also about proving the crash caused your injury. Medical records are one of the strongest tools you have to prove that causal link, or what we call causation. Number 4, the 1-year deadline. Tennessee does not give you much time. This part is critical. Tennessee generally gives you only 1 year to file a personal injury lawsuit. That is not a suggestion, it is the law. Tennessee Code Annotated Section 28-3-104 says actions for injuries to the person must be commenced within 1 year after the cause of action accrued. That 1 year goes fast. People lose months thinking, I'll wait and see if it gets better, or I'll wait for the insurance company to be fair with me, or I'm too busy to deal with this right now. Then they realize they need more treatment, more records, more negotiations, and suddenly they are up against the deadline. So getting medical care early does 2 things. Number 1, it protects your health, and it starts building the documentation you need while time is still on your side. Even if your case settles without a lawsuit, that deadline changes your leverage. Insurance companies know how to use it. They track it and they use it against you. What to tell a doctor after a car accident in Tennessee? Let's make this practical. Seeing a doctor after a wreck is step 1. Making sure the visit actually helps you is step 2. When you walk in, say these words clearly. I was in a car accident. Then be specific. Describe how the crash happened. Was it a rear end, a side impact, head-on crash, a rollover? Then describe what parts of your body moved violently, like your head snapped, or your shoulder hit the door, or your knees hit the dash, or your foot sore from hitting the brake, or whatever your symptoms are. Describe every symptom, even if it feels small. Do not be the tough guy. Do not minimize. Do not say, I'm fine, if you are not fine. Because if a symptom does not make it into the record, the insurance company will later argue it did not exist. I often say, if it's not in the medical record, it never happened, according to the insurance company. Also, if new symptoms show up after the first visit, go back and get them documented. That is normal in crash cases. What hurts your case is pretending it's fine and then suddenly claiming a serious symptom months later with no records in between. No matter how minor it is, make a list. The treatment gap, the insurance company's favorite weapon. Here's what an adjuster hears when you wait 2 weeks or longer to get checked out. They hear opportunity to destroy your case. They'll say things like, if it was real, you would have gone sooner to the doctor. Or if you were truly hurt, you would have followed up more quickly. Or if you missed appointments, you must not be that injured. This is why consistency matters. I'm not saying you need to live at the doctor's office. I'm saying you need to take your injuries seriously and follow the plan and make a record of it somewhere. Go when you need to go. Show up. Keep your appointments. Do the recommended follow-ups. Keep the timeline clean. A clean timeline is persuasive. Cost fears. The real price of waiting is usually higher. A lot of people avoid the doctor for one reason, money. They worry about their copays. They worry about bills. They worry it will be a hassle. But here's what usually happens when you delay. Minor injuries become chronic injuries. You need more treatment later, which costs more. The insurance company values your claim less because your records look weak. So the save money move becomes the lose money move. If you were in a crash, tell your medical provider it was a car accident. Ask what options exist. Many offices are used to dealing with accident-related billing and documentation. And if you are unsure about what to do, this is where talking to a good Tennessee personal injury lawyer can help you avoid common traps early on. So what if you've already waited? If you're watching this video a week or 2 after your crash and thinking, well, I've messed up. Here's the truth. You are behind, but you are not done. Get evaluated as soon as possible. Be honest with your provider about the crash date and when the symptoms started. The closer your symptoms started to the crash date, the better. Then do the next smart thing. Stop creating more gaps. A delayed visit is a hurdle. A delayed visit plus inconsistent follow-up is the biggest hurdle. You cannot change the first week. You can only control what happens from this point straightforward. So let's simplify everything you've just heard. In Tennessee, see a doctor as soon as you reasonably can after your crash, not because you're trying to, quote, build a case, but because you're trying to protect your health and your rights, and you're trying to beat the insurance company at their own game. And remember these two legal anchors. Tennessee comparative fault rules can reduce or bar completely your recovery if they can shift enough blame onto you, and the defense will attack weak timelines. Tennessee's personal injury lawsuit deadline is generally 1 year under TCA 28-3-104, so delays can put you in a time crunch fast. Now you know why getting medical care quickly after a Tennessee wreck is one of the smartest moves you can make. Next, you need to know how fault gets proven when the other vehicle is a commercial truck, because trucking cases have different evidence, different rules, and different tactics from insurance companies. So please go watch the next video, How Do I Know If the Truck Driver Was at Fault After My Truck Accident? If you care about protecting your claim and not getting pushed around, you do not want to miss it. See you over there.